On a quiet Texas morning, a routine workout turned into a chilling mystery. Missy Bevers, a beloved fitness instructor, was brutally murdered inside a church, and the prime suspect, caught on camera, disguised as a police officer. Join us as we unravel the eerie details of this unsolved case, where every clue only deepens the enigma. Who killed Missy Bevers and why? Dive into the mystery that's gripped a nation and left investigators baffled to this day. It was a typical April morning in Midlothian, Texas, a small, tight-knit community located about 25 miles southwest of Dallas. The air was cool and the sky was just beginning to lighten with the dawn. Inside the Creekside Church of Christ, all was quiet except for the occasional creak of the building settling and the soft hum of fluorescent lights. Missy Bevers, a 45-year-old fitness instructor, was preparing for an early morning Camp Gladiator workout session. Missy was known for her infectious energy, dedication, and passion for helping others achieve their fitness goals. She had a loyal following of clients who appreciated her motivational spirit and caring nature. Around 5 a.m. on April 18, 2016, the first of Missy's campers arrived at the church. What they found was not the enthusiastic instructor they were accustomed to, but a scene straight out of a nightmare. Missy was lying on the ground, unresponsive, surrounded by blood. Panic and confusion set in as the campers called 911. When police and emergency responders arrived, it was clear that Missy had been brutally attacked and murdered. The question on everyone's mind was, who would want to harm Missy and why? As investigators began to piece together the events leading up to Missy's death, they discovered chilling surveillance footage from inside the church. The grainy video showed a person dressed in what appeared to be tactical gear, including a police-like helmet and vest, roaming the halls of the church in the early hours of the morning. The suspect carried a hammer and methodically broke windows and doors, seemingly searching for something or someone. The suspect's attire made identification difficult. The tactical gear obscured their features, and the peculiar gait and behavior left investigators puzzled. Despite the unsettling footage, the identity of the assailant remained a mystery. The person in the surveillance video became the primary focus of the investigation. Who was this individual, and what was their motive for killing Missy Bevers? Theories abounded, and the case quickly garnered national attention. Speculation ranged from a burglary gone wrong to a targeted assassination. The tactical gear suggested a level of premeditation and planning, but the motive remained elusive. Authorities released the surveillance footage to the public, hoping someone might recognize the suspect's distinctive walk or gear. Tips poured in, but none led to a definitive breakthrough. The community was left on edge, wondering if the killer was someone they knew or a stranger passing through. As the investigation continued, detectives delved into Missy's personal life, searching for any clues that might explain her murder. Missy was married to Brandon Bevers, and the couple had 3 daughters. By all accounts, Missy was a devoted mother and wife, but as with any case, investigators had to consider all possibilities. Rumors and speculation about Missy's relationships and personal life began to circulate. Some suggested that she might have been involved in an extramarital affair, while others theorized that her murder was a case of mistaken identity. Investigators interviewed friends, family, and acquaintances, trying to separate fact from fiction. Brandon Bevers, Missy's husband, was out of town on a fishing trip when the murder occurred. He was devastated by the news and cooperated fully with investigators. Despite initial scrutiny, Brandon was quickly ruled out as a suspect, as his alibi was solid and he had no apparent motive to harm his wife. Missy's father-in-law, Randy Bevers, also faced public scrutiny due to a resemblance to the suspect in the surveillance footage. However, Randy had a solid alibi and was eventually cleared by investigators. The Bevers family was left to grieve while under the harsh spotlight of a highly publicized murder investigation. As months turned into years, the case remained unsolved. Various theories emerged, ranging from plausible to far-fetched. Some believed the killer was a jealous rival or someone with a grudge against Missy. Others speculated that the murder was a random act of violence or part of a larger conspiracy. One theory suggested that the suspect might have been a woman based on the suspect's gait and build. This idea gained traction but ultimately led nowhere. Despite the best efforts of investigators, no concrete evidence emerged to identify the killer. The Midlothian Police Department, with assistance from the FBI and Texas Rangers, continued to pursue leads and re-examine evidence. They appealed to the public for any information that might break the case open. Rewards were offered and tip lines remained open, but the case stubbornly resisted resolution. Missy's family and friends kept her memory alive through memorials and public appeals for information. They refused to let her case be forgotten, advocating for justice and keeping pressure on the authorities to solve the crime. Missy Bevers' murder had a profound impact on the Midlothian community. A sense of fear and unease permeated the town as residents grappled with the knowledge that a killer was still at large. The case highlighted the vulnerability of even the most peaceful communities and underscored the need for vigilance. The church, once a place of solace and worship, became a haunting reminder of the brutal crime. It took time for the congregation to heal and reclaim their sense of security. The community rallied around the Bevers family, offering support and solidarity in the face of unimaginable loss. As the years passed, the murder of Missy Bevers remained a haunting mystery. The case was featured on numerous true crime shows and podcasts, each trying to piece together the puzzle and bring new attention to the investigation. Yet the identity of the killer and the motive behind the crime continued to elude even the most seasoned investigators. Missy's family continued to hold out hope for justice. Her daughters grew up with the memory of their mother's vibrant spirit and the unresolved pain of her loss. Brandon Bevers did his best to provide a stable and loving environment for their children, despite the constant reminder of the tragedy that had upended their lives. In 2020, a potential breakthrough in the case brought renewed hope to Missy's family and the Midlothian community. Investigators announced that they had received new information and were re-examining certain aspects of the case. Advances in forensic technology and DNA analysis offered the possibility of uncovering new evidence that might lead to an arrest. The details of this new information were kept under wraps, but the announcement reignited public interest in the case. Tips and leads once again poured in as people hoped for a resolution to the mystery that had haunted Midlothian for so long. As of 2024, the murder of Missy Bevers remains unsolved. The case continues to be an active investigation, with authorities committed to finding the person responsible for her death. The Midlothian Police Department and other agencies involved in the case remain hopeful that justice will eventually be served. For Missy's family and friends, the search for answers is a painful but necessary journey. They hold on to the memories of a loving wife, mother, and friend, while also seeking closure and accountability for the crime that took her from them. Missy Bevers' legacy lives on through the countless lives she touched as a fitness instructor and community member. Her story serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. It also underscores the resilience of a community determined to seek justice and support one another in times of crisis. The murder of Missy Bevers is a chilling and tragic mystery that continues to captivate and confound. As the investigation persists, so does the hope that one day the truth will come to light, and Missy's family will find the closure they so desperately seek. In the quiet moments of reflection, Missy's family and friends remember her for the joy and light she brought into their lives. They remember her laughter, her kindness, and her unwavering dedication to helping others. And as they continue to navigate the long and difficult road to justice, they hold on to the belief that one day the answers will come, and Missy Bevers will be remembered not just for the tragedy of her death, but for the beautiful person she was.